hard to survive a 10-point quarter in this man's NBA. What did you see with your offense in that third quarter there?
Well, we turned it over 5 straight possessions, Doug.
Yeah.
That's going to get you in trouble. Missed opportunities that were turning into quick points at the other end. That was the biggest thing. It was, we just didn't quite handle physicality of turning the corner some of those times, and coughed it up. That was the biggest thing.
You did have to. I know you put Stanley out there to sort of wrestle guys in the post, and I guess that gets you to kind of a scrambling kind of defensive mode too. That
Yeah, no, he's able to kind of to guard that stuff. I think that most of our schemes were pretty good tonight, Doug. I think that they, the only stretch, I think it was about 4 possessions in a row. We went triangle and 2. When I think it was McCollum and Anthony were out there. Derek Jones hit a corner 3. Hardaway hit a wing shot. He hit a tough drive. We made a miss one time. They got the rebound, and Hardaway hit another 3. And then just after that, I think it was Cantor got one in the post, and we doubled. And Hardaway, I keep calling him Hardaway. Anthony Simons. I was listening to their game today, and they were referring that they named him after Penny Hardaway. I've been calling him that all day. Anyway, he hit another one off a double team. But other than that, Doug, I think, and again, it's kind of what you're living with when you're doing those schemes. Is you take their main guys out, and you're hoping you can make a miss, and we did for the most part, except for one time. They didn't miss, but the one time they did, they got the offensive rebound. That hurt. But again, I thought we did a good job on their 2 guys for most of the night. Did a good job on Anthony, I thought, as well. 4 for 12 for the field, 7 for 21 for Lillard. I mean, we did some really good things. We just probably, just like you said at the beginning, dried up a little bit offensively in one quarter, or we'll probably have a chance at a different result.
Just a real quick one. Is Kyle going to travel to Detroit?
I do not know about that, Doug. I'm sorry. I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so.
It's not a very serious thing, just sore foot, or is there anything big there, do you think?
Well, it's I think they're all fairly, it's not maybe that long a thing. It's a little bit of a recurring thing, though, so we got to keep an eye on it.
Great. Thanks very much, Nick.
Yep. Thanks, Doug.
We'll go to Steven.
Hey, Coach. I was just wondering, Gary Trent didn't have the best offensive game. Like his shot seemed a little off, but he rebounded the ball well. But what did you see from him tonight? Did you like what you saw from him tonight?
Well, I thought he was pretty good defensively. He was really working hard. He did end up with 7 rebounds. He probably should have had about 12. Stephen, there was a couple of long ones, but good. He did get some. Made a really good shot off a set play we ran for him. He hit a 3. Ran another one for him, and he kind of had a tough in and out on that. But the rest of the shots I didn't think were shot with enough conviction. Right, I think he was just kind of trying to get something up, or he got forced into something that he didn't really want, and wasn't close on some of those. But again, I still like his competitiveness and his defensive ability. We know he can shoot the ball. We just got to find out where we can get him in spaces where he can make a few more.
Obviously, trying to implement a bunch of new pieces is going to be kind of difficult. But like given how little time there's left on the season, like how much tougher does that make it?
Well, we can only do it as best we can, Stephen. We gotta, again, it's like, you can't sit here and wait. We can't wait. It's like if you got to play a rookie player or a freshman player in college, you can't really wait because the games are coming. And you got to do the best you can while you go. We can't use that as an excuse. We had, again, I think we probably played well enough for most of this game to not really have to chase it like we did there, down 10 or 12 or whatever it was. 11, I think it was the highest we were down. So, I mean, we got to work those guys in, get to know them as best as we can. But so far, so good. I like them both.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Thanks, Stephen.
We'll go to Mike Ganter.
Hey, Nick. Wanted to ask you about, you mentioned a few days ago about the possibility of maybe them finding a big in the buyout market. I mean, 3 guys went today. Is there still hope on that end in your
Who all went today, Mike? I missed the waiver wire. I was working.
Deng, Drummond, and Aldridge.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think there's hopefully going to be still some more out there, but we'll just play with who we have available, right? Until we do, and if we don't, then we keep rolling.
Yeah, and the deal with the Powell deal. I mean, you get Trent, and he's sort of the big piece, but Rodney Hood seems to have really found a spot, coming off your bench for you already.
Yeah, I don't think that's I think that could be a significant part of the trade.
Yeah.
Some point it already kind of looks like it might be, and again, I think it's given some flexibility to some subbing and being a little bit bigger around the edges, right?
Yeah, gotcha. Thank you,
Yep.
Nick.
Thanks, Mike.
We'll go to William.
Hey, Coach. Pregame, I asked you about Pascal, and obviously on these nights where Kyle's not there, it's a lot of Pascal and Fred have to sort of figure it out and sort of right the ship. How did you think they did tonight, in particular?
Well, I thought Pascal had a good night. I thought he was pretty good and made pretty good decisions. He had the ball a lot. Got to the line 10 times. Shot 50%. Only turned it over twice for as much as he had the ball. I thought again, pretty good. I mean, Fred was having a tough time dealing with some of the switching. He wasn't getting the greatest looks out there. Most of them he was having to generate himself, and they weren't probably good enough. There's only a couple of them that I sit here and say, those were, either transition kickouts or rhythm shots, and the rest he had to kind of generate. They were pretty tough, pretty guarded. But, sometimes, he's got to try to generate something. I know he feels that he needs to, and he's doing, he's certainly not playing selfish. He's trying to do what he can to help us win. But hopefully we can generate him a few better looks than that, so he can shoot a little higher percentage. But he was good. He was tough. He battled like crazy. He played big minutes as always. And he almost made them when they counted there in the fourth. He made a couple. So there you go.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Yep. Thanks, William.
Thanks very much, Coach.